Okay, we're moving on next, and more than half of young people say they have experienced bullying at some stage in their lives, and a quarter say they don't feel safe at school. That's according to new research as National Anti-Bullying Week kicks off today. Well, Tessy Ojo, Chief Executive of the Diana Award, and Chilli, who's an anti-bullying ambassador, joins me now. Thank you very much indeed for joining us here, Tessy, and of course Chilli. So firstly, Tessy, now the figure is quite startling. 53% of young people say that, they have experienced bullying at some stage. What's going on?
This is an issue that we find time and time again. We in September we did a similar research, and 1 in 2 young people, which kind of backs the same research, said they experience bullying. I guess the issue is not going away, and as much as we want it to go away, it's not. And so what we're doing is ensuring that young people firstly understand what bullying means, and also understand what the impact of their behavior on others. And that's key, because sometimes young people do things or say things that they don't really realize the impact of what they're saying to the other person.
Yes, I was going to ask you actually, so what are the forms of bullying that we're seeing? Is it mainly cyberbullying or is it face-to-face?
Interestingly, that research also talked about most young people. I think 80-something% of young people said that they experience more physical bullying and verbal bullying than any form. So there's 4 main types of bullying. There's the physical, there's verbal, there's cyberbullying as well. And also there's the whole emotional bullying, the isolation on playgrounds and things like that. So every form of, young people are experiencing every form of bullying, but particularly our research shows the physical and the verbal is something that, young people still experience much more of, particularly face-to-face in the school or, especially, particularly face-to-face and in school.
Now, Chilli, you're an anti-bullying ambassador, so how did you get involved? How did you become an anti-bullying ambassador?
Well, my school decided we wanted to combat bullying because it was quite a big problem in, primary school and secondary school, and I thought being an anti-bullying ambassador would help our school and come up with new ideas, because people like creative ideas. They don't just just stop bullying. So, yeah. And
what are some of the ideas and what are some of the works that you do at school?
Well, at our school, we're trying to get just positive messages across, mainly, making people feel better about themselves, self-confidence, self-love and things like that.
Okay, brilliant. And also speaking with other young people as well. Do you get a lot of young people coming up to you, sharing their problems with you?
I do, especially online. I like helping people, young people, especially on Twitter and Instagram. They come to me and they're, I have a problem. I give them ideas or help or who they can go to solve their problems.
Yes, of course. I mean, as Chilli just said, ideas and who they can go to, etc. It looks as though teachers obviously play a key role, but the reports also suggest that teachers sometimes can struggle. So 79% of teachers say bullying is a problem in their school, and a further 43% say that they haven't received any training on how to deal with it.
Indeed. I mean, technology particularly is an area that teachers and adults generally, parents as well, struggle with a lot. Obviously, with young people, they are digital citizens, they understand how it works. A lot of teachers feel unable to help, particularly with cyberbullying. And so one of the things we are doing today at our conference, and this whole week actually, is bringing all the cyber giants together, getting them to teach cyber tools to teachers, particularly on how to spot issues online, how to also report, because those are the 2 key things. I think there are lots of safety tools online, but sometimes if we don't know how to use it, then obviously we're not going to be able to help. So today's conference, for example, that's taking place in London, really focuses on giving teachers the tools that they need to support their young people.
And just quickly, what advice can you give to any young people who are going through any bullying at the moment?
The key thing is to speak out, never suffer in silence, because a problem shared is a problem solved. By speaking to somebody else, that's halfway, that's the problem half solved. We have another great tool that we encourage young people to do, is to find people in their support network. Find 5 people that you can share a problem with, and that way you constantly have 5 people in your mind that you can go to if you have a problem. So speak out, isn't it, Chilli?
And Chilli, what about you? Any advice for young people? Just speaking out.
Yeah, it's really that is a key point, really. Try and find people you can confide in if you have any problems, or ask for advice. Like I said, come to me and
And don't be afraid. I think
Yeah,
that
don't be
sometimes
afraid,
young
yeah.
people feel as though, you know, they're so afraid. They feel as though they're going to have some sort of revenge if somebody,
Yes.
you know, if they speak up, but just speak up, really.
Absolutely,
isn't
and
it?
that's
Yeah,
why
thank you.
anti-bullying ambassadors are quite
Yeah.
key, because it's young
Brilliant.
people helping each other.
Yeah.
So it's not about reporting.
Yeah, great stuff. Thank you very much indeed, Tessy and
Thank
Chilli,
you.
for coming in. OK, we're heading for a quick break now, but when we come back, we've got the usual news, travel and weather from around the capital. See you soon.